Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Unapologetic, the podcast. Got your dynamic duo back together again.
What's happening?
What's good, my guy?
Man, I'm good, man. What's up with you, man? Been ages, man.
It is. Listen. It ain't even all about me right now. It's about you. This episode about you. We ain't been on about a month and a half, maybe close to 2 months, man. Love is there. Everybody, I've been getting random text messages, random DMs, everything. Like, hey, when Dre coming back on? I miss Dre. Even when people come on, they shout you out. Like, yeah, we miss Dre.
Sure.
Hey, the love is there, man. But people ask about you. Even when I told Aisha, she's like, I hit Dre up every now and then just to check on him, make sure he's good, man. But what's good with you?
Well, I'm good, man.
Things that you can't talk about.
Yeah. Keep it all the way G as I can anyway.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I said good to be back, man. Man, when you start something, bro, in your life, you start recording like we started this thing together. One other person, obviously, but today, we started this thing together, man. And so when this thing became a part of our life, man. So when it's taken out, man, you feel off. Right. You know what I mean? Like you feel off. So I don't been off a little bit, but I had to get in the grind mode, man, and really tap into the type of shit that I need to tap into for the purposes of the job, and you know how that goes. But other than that, man, I just been out here, man, just laying low, working like hell, bro. I'm trying to do my part to make sure to be safe, man, and it's been challenging at times. It's been nerve-wracking at times, man. But ultimately, man, as long as I keep the big homie first, bro, and keep on moving, big dog. That's it, man. It's been interesting to say the least.
Hey, but I'm with you, man. I know, like you, I can only imagine because me and you talk regularly anyway, regardless if it's on a podcast or not. When the last month or more, life has been throwing curveballs, really doing. So I can only imagine, what it's been for you, and then for everything that's been happening, with Afghanistan and everything else. So it's just been like, and for me, it don't really matter that much because I'm transitioning out, but for you, on the other hand, it's kind of like you in the thick of everything. So, a lot of people understand like what we do and what we have to go through just to, make ends meet or, fulfill our job in the military, and then, provide for family.
Facts, number one.
Right.
That's number one.
Yeah, man.
Shorty can't eat no books, dog. Shorty can't eat no books.
You're right, man. But throughout that time that since the last time you've been on, and the last time we actually recorded, we got together and recorded, dope episode.
Yeah.
Episode. And we got ready to, we signing off, told each other we love each other and everything. We, catch up with each other. Get ready to get off, and I'm like, niggas, I'm not even recording. Like, this ain't even recorded. We just sat down with each other for a good hour and a half, and just talked. Conversation, everything was good. And I think that was the last time we actually got on. Well, we tried to get on after that, but
we tried.
The connection wasn't good.
Yeah, we tried it, man. We tried it, but I think I got this thing together now, man. Just really, really politicking with different people, and putting, as you can see, trying to put this thing on the map, man. Trying to keep this thing global, man. You know what I mean? So, the guys that I rock with out here, once I told them what time it was, they were more than helpful and set me up, man, and making sure that I had a place to keep this thing rolling, dog.
Mm-hmm. I like that. But yeah, like I said, since we last recorded, there's been a lot that happened, man, as far as in sports, music. We'll get to the most important right off the bat. Our 1 year came up for for the show, man. And I mean, it didn't feel, feel surreal or good, just being on without you. So I actually wanted to hold that till we got on together. So we just talk about, just the year in general, us, from the launch date, me, you and Chelsea, and everything we did to December. We hit a little rough patch, and then we took like three-week hiatus, came back, just me and you, then launching the merch, and then having issues with that, and then we've been, man, it's been a lot, but I have enjoyed everything, throughout the process, man, of just recording and the love and support we've been getting. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that.
We can, man. We can. Well, I mean, for me, I'll say it's been a roller coaster. It's been up and down, man. But it's been a good learning experience because, you think when you hear other podcasters, or you look at people on YouTube and you say, man, I can do that. I can do this. That ain't nothing. This ain't, man, whatever, bro. I talk him under the bridge, whatever the case may be, man. But over the course of time, man, a lot of times we don't add in the human factor of it. You know what I mean? And how we feel and what's going on around us.
Right.
And how they can impact how we are on the show. Looking back on some of the shows, or one in particular where I was uncomfortable and I just wasn't feeling it, and it showed. And but I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? I learned from it, and to understand that we have a job to do. But in retrospect, is it really a job though? Because it's fun. It's talking to my brother. We get into the nitty-gritty of what's going on around us and everything unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's been a good ride, dog. And we're just gonna keep on going, man.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah, and I mean, I love it in general, because I'm really, I'm on and doing it with somebody I really love and care for, that I fuck with, podcasts or not, you know what I'm saying? And then, along the way, we've met a lot of good people, linked up with, been on their shows, they've been on ours. So, I mean, all in all, and like you said, just the learning process, because we didn't know anything about any of this shit when we started. How to record. Our first episode was recorded off of iPhone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No microphones, no nothing.
And I remember, bro, I didn't even, when we got off the phone, right? We got off the phone, I left my house. Like, all right, me, you, Chelsea, we over here. Let's chop it up about the podcast. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. So I come through there, you know what I'm saying? I got the baller shorts on, flip-flops, no socks, you know what I'm saying? And I come in there, the ring light on, and it's like, let's get it popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and now we're here, man. So, man, these things come around full circle, dog. Right.
And it's gonna get better. I just look forward to what's continuing. Every all good things come to an end, but I don't foresee that happening for a while. I mean, we gonna keep going and doing what we gotta do it, because it is like I said, just for better or worse, it's just us kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And having good conversation that we would normally have over phone anyway. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, just like watching other people do it, and then you like, man, I talk to them on the bus. I get, you know what I'm saying? When them lights get on, it's a lot of shit that you forget. Like you might, damn, I wanted to say this, I meant to say that. Like I had a good point to make or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, I enjoy it though, man. I enjoy it. I really enjoy the love, man. Like I posted that picture on the story, man, and that's just, I was just scrolling my timeline, and I saw a girl with her kids, National Sunday, and I'm like, damn, she got an Unapologetic shirt on. I'm like, and that shit touched me for real. I'm like, yo, like, it's like people really, really, really fucking with us. You know what I'm saying?
Dope. It's dope, man.
People wear that shit. So
no, you're right. I agree. People do rock out with us, man, and it's important that we use the platform to show love back, man, and give the best that we have to give, man. And so far, we were doing that, bro. So all we can do is just keep on going, man. This first year was, again, a roller coaster. But you pointed out something, man. The people that we've met, or the people that have gravitated to the podcast, gravitated to you or to me or to us as a whole, you know, it met a lot of people, a lot of good people, man. And you realize that when you with people, when you meet people, and you all have a common goal, just to put out, you know, good information,
Right.
man. It's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that, I have enjoyed that. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. It's good, man. And then, you know, it's a talking point too, because people might see your shirt and be like, hey, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Then, you know,
It's happened out.
That's what's up though, man. But I look forward to a lot more, man. We because like I said, after the speed bump in December, we came back New Year, hit the ground running, new intro, new vision, new look, new everything. And you know, it's been up from there. I mean, in my opinion, it's been up from there.
I agree.
So I can't. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and like you say, God never gives you anything that you can't handle. You know what I'm saying?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
You were right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You were right. You're right. So within that, a lot of things has happened, of course. Everything, you know, with Afghanistan, we don't really got to talk about that. I mean, but it has a lot to deal with you and what you got going on in life, as far as in job wise, man. You know, we not gonna get serious. We could talk about, let's talk about music, man. We're gonna have some music drop that me and you ain't got to talk about on our pod, well, on this platform, but most notably Donda and Certified Lover Boy.
Okay. So, you know what, man? I'll be honest. I've yet to listen to Donda the whole way through, man. I listened to it Sunday. I listened to it the Sunday it came out. I fell asleep on it, if I will be honest. I fell asleep on it. What I heard, it was okay. Now, you know, it's a rather lengthy, you know, album. So, you know, I think I would call myself a Kanye fan. So, not a super fan, but I think I owe it to him as a fan to listen to it and give it a shot. So that's something that I do have to do. But I have other music that's been on my rotation that we can talk about later. Now, CLB, Certified Lover Boy.
Okay.
Right? Is it a good album? Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Is it is it solid from top to bottom? Yes. Is it typical Drake? Yes. Is it what people say it is? No.
Yeah, I agree. But that's gonna be the narrative with him anyway.
Yeah. I just can't. It was a good album. You know what I mean? I mean, it was a good album. I think first song is my favorite song on the album. So yeah, right. Champagne Poetry. So it's like, man, for me, he put out good music. I mean, it was what I expected from him, you know, to be able to hear a little bit, to hear a few bars, to hear some melodies, to hear him singing, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's gonna give it up for the women. You know, he gonna give it up, you know, to us. He gonna go down south to his, you know, Memphis roots, and, you know, to his ties to Houston and whatnot. And, you know, he does it on every album, and this was no different, bro.
Right. Yeah. Nothing out the ordinary for me, for you know, for CLB. Donda, I like the way it sounds better than I actually like the project. The way, I mean, just because, you know, well, sonically, if we want to get, you know, because you know who Kanye is and what he's going to do. I mean, far as in how the music comes at you, especially if you're listening to, you know, with a quality, you know, with any kind of quality speakers or sound or whatever, it sounds great. Music wise, I could have like I said, a lot of the songs I could have did without Kanye. Some of the features I like, the people I really like. I kind of felt like, you know, they had to cater their verse to the album and the vision he had for it, which really didn't, hit well with me. But I get it. I mean, but the song that didn't make the album, Life of the Party. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Woo.
So
for whatever reason.
What frustrates me, right? Like, is it ingenious or is it stupidity for Kanye as far as where he goes musically? And the reason why I'm asking is because we can hear stuff like stuff on Donda. Donda, from what I heard, it wasn't a bad album.
Mm-hmm.
But, the song he did with 3 Stacks and the way he spit on that lets me know, dog, you're playing with are you playing with us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you kind of like how I think, I always say, and I'm going off the topic, but I always say Kanye's making a mockery of the fashion industry.
Right.
I'm a firm believer that he's making a mockery of the fashion industry. You know what I mean? So I'm like, is he making a mockery of, the music game, man? Because he went crazy on that motherfucking track. And I haven't heard him go crazy like that in a long time.
I'm with you. For me, I haven't heard him go crazy like that. Probably the song that didn't make The Life of Pablo with Kendrick Lamar, No More Parties in LA. He's out on the end of that, but I don't understand that. I don't, but
that's what I'm saying. Is he playing around? Is he just putting stuff out there, making sure that the production is A1? I mean, he's a damn producer, so of course you're gonna have that.
Right.
And then he, and then just says, here is for you. Like, is he just, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll never know. But that is the Kanye that I love. That is the Kanye that I am into. That's the Kanye that, can stand in front of, heavyweight rappers,
right,
and grab his nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, interesting, but I'm with you about CLB. Drake is going to do Drake. He's going to be Drake. There are some. I'm probably 6 to 7 songs I like. Maybe that's loose. Probably might be a little more. I don't know. But I'm it's other shit like that you said that's really got me. Like, I still can't let go of J. Cole. I still love that album. GQ, I told you this probably last week. Like, I still love that. I just like rapping. I like, you know what I'm saying? And the production is there with it. So I mean, and then there's some other stuff I do, but I mean, but both of them are they have their highs and lows for me. I'll let you talk about your Panthers, man.
Hey, well, I don't mind if I do, sir. You know what, man? I'm not gonna sit here like the rest of Charlotte and the rest of North Carolina and say, "Oh, I knew this was gonna happen," because you didn't. Stop with your bullshit. You know better to do the things that you do.
Right.
So I'm gonna say I'm very impressed, man. They're young, they're energetic. They play as a unit. I feel like it's a group of guys that want the NFL to know that we play ball here too. You know what I'm saying? And just don't, regardless of the juggernauts within the NFL or the juggernauts in the NFC South, like they're just not going to hand it to them. They're just not going to hand it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't give it to those two yet.
Yeah, like just let's wait a second. You know what I'm saying? And so. The biggest thing, man, moving forward, I'm curious to see. I've been impressed with all our wins, all 3 wins. I've been impressed, right? Injury bug, obviously. J.C. Horn, number 8 pick, going down. It was huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was because he's a stud. You know what I'm saying? He's a stud. You know, we lost Burton, our strong safety, earlier today for 3 weeks. And we lost 3 for a few games.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like again, we're gonna see when we play Dallas on Sunday night, I believe. So we're really gonna see what we made of them coming off of their Monday night win, man.
Yeah.
But overall, man, so far, I'm impressed. I was impressed with I'm impressed with the defense more than anything. I'm impressed, really, you know, with Sam Darnold, man. You know what I'm saying? I am, but I'm not as impressed with him as I am with the defense. I felt like he was given the breath of fresh air in a new setting because the boy can play. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The boy can play. But at the end of the day, New York Jets is no man's land. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have no horses around you as a quarterback that's not mobile, then what, you know what I mean? Like if you throwing the ball 50, 60 times, you know, that's whack. But now he throws the ball, you know, 20, 30 times. He has the skill set, and all he has to do is manage the game because he has horses on the outside and the inside. Right. So I'm curious to see, man. He'll get better every week, man. So I'm excited. But again, it'll be a true test on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely will be. And I think Darnold is really showing us that jet system is not. I mean, it's not quarterback friendly for what they're running, and they need to change it over. And actually, me and Smurf kind of touched on Justin Fields in Chicago is looking the same way because we can. I'm not right now. I'm thinking. I'm like, do we need to look at Trubisky a little more now? What? Because Trubisky did take them to the playoffs twice, and that's the same team, same system. Like. We was on Trubisky ass talking about how sorry he was.
Thanks.
And
but you got a golden boy of college football last year, you know, the top league of shit. Number two player. And he didn't go in the draft as number 2, but I mean, you know, it was him and old Sunshine, you know, as 1 and 2 is they definitely were the top tier quarterbacks. You know what I mean? In college football last year to go in the NFL and be in the Browns. What did he get sacked 9 times Sunday?
9 times. And he's mobile.
I think he got sacked more times. Did he have over 9 completions?
Yeah, more sacks than he had yards. Net passing yards. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen for a full game.
The starter.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. It is time to take a look at what's going on up there, man. You know what I'm saying? You got I pray that what happened to, you know, Cam with not having an offensive line, man, that shit takes a toll. You got some of the world's greatest athletes, you know, coming in beating on your body every play, man. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it takes a toll. And I know it's still early, and we know he might be able to turn around and shit next week go for 400. I don't know, but you know, what I saw Sunday, I'm gonna have to agree with you, though. We might need to take a little closer look at that.
And I think he will turn around. Hopefully he does. But I think it'll be an indictment on the coach and the coaching system. I think this is it for him. If he make it through the year, he won't be back next year.
Yeah.
And I think Justin Fields can take off and just like become offensive rookie of the year. And I don't think old boy is he shouldn't be back next year. You can run your course. Okay. Hot take.
Okay. All right. So you asked me about my guys. Please fill me in on what you think about the 49ers.
The 49ers?
Yeah.
Another year of injuries.
Okay.
I think you know, as you know, I'm not a big fan of Garoppolo. I Oh, Jimmy G. We're riding with him, rightfully so. But
is it though?
For now,
Okay.
because the game against Green Bay, terrible first half. Second half, he looked good. I think that one mistake in the second half, I want to say it was within the 5-minute mark. I think that killed us. We was driving the field, and he looked like he wanted to tuck it, but he pumped it again, and they call it a backwards pass. Green Bay goes down, get a field goal. We come back down, score again. And so, but Trey Lance is the future, and I'm ready to embrace that. Our defense is our defense. Our defense, we got studs on it, same as you. I don't think we're there quite yet.
Okay.
We could be, but it's something, man. It's something. And I think the running back thing is really a big problem for us right now, because we lost our starter, and we aren't really, aggressive in the free agency of picking up one. There's guys out there like, I wouldn't mind them giving Le'Veon Bell a try.
Well, I thought Le'Veon signed to
he just
the Ravens.
Yeah, he signed to the Ravens because they needed somebody. But we've been needed a starting running back before this. Week 1.
Yeah, you could have gave Duke Johnson a shot.
Duke Johnson.
Yeah. It's a few out there.
It's guys out there. So for NFC West is gonna be tough.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a motherfucking slug fest in the NFC West. And right now, your worst team in the NFC West is Seattle, and they not even bad.
I think that's the best. That's the best conference in football.
Yeah,
I think it's the best conference in football. I think so.
Yeah. Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. I think it is, man. Every Sunday, every conference game or division game is going to be a dogfight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. It is. Yeah. So, I think both of our teams really have a pretty hefty uphill battle when it comes to the run game and the lack thereof. So we're going to be playing Chuba, that's out of Oklahoma State, who's a good running back but has a lot of miles on college. A lot of miles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, a lot of miles. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited, man. Cardiac cats, man.
Yeah.
Cardiac freaking cats. Proud of them, man. We'll see.
Do we need to talk about Tar Heels?
You know what?
Because I don't know if I want to get frustrated or not.
The hair on the back of my neck stood up when you said it.
One thing I will say, and I'll leave it alone. If you want to talk about, we can. But one thing I will say is the substitution for our defenses kills us. It's like we have to substitute every down. And the other team, from Virginia Tech to Virginia to Georgia Tech last week, like, we always getting penalized for having too many men on the field.
Yeah. Simplify the game, man, for these young boys.
God.
All these different packages and all that shit. Like, come on, man. All that shit. And again, like, you see what we're capable of when, you got Sam going for 350, 375, or what he went for 100 on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, running back, he got 200. It's all there, man. It is all there. And then you have games like Saturday where we came out guns blazing the first drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's like the motherfuckers packed up and went back to Chapel Hill or some shit.
Damn,
like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. They had the way they was on Sam Ash, they had them looking like the Ravens when they had Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs. Like they like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, stripping him, fumbling, like what are we doing here? So I have big expectations. I still have big expectations considering that the ACC is wide open.
It is.
It's wide open. So, it's either we're going to put up a shut up, barbecue mildew, man.
I tell you what, we lose this coming weekend. I'm not talking about them no more for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So, hey, listen, we
lose to Duke.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and look for the next season, which I already am, because for all intents and purposes, we out of the hunt anyway from where they was looking at us being when the season started. But
it will even with it being early in the season, I think we got to see how this thing plays out, man. Again, like Clemson is not who people thought they would be. You know what I'm saying? I, for one, did not believe in that young quarterback they had. I've been saying it for the longest. Like, he's not what y'all think he is, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a bad quarterback. But at the end of the day, where's he from? Bosco Prep, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So the best athletes in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the best athletes in the country, like on the level of IMG and stuff like that, Matter Day, they're up there. So this guy's been playing with primetime players. So of course, you get the ball to a 5-star receiver on this side and 2 4-stars on the right. You know what I mean? And a running back that's going D1. Of course, you want to, you're going to look great. So they are showing that at the end of the day now, like they're talking about Dabo's reign is over.
Yep. Paul Feinbaum said the dynasty's over.
Hey man, to lose to the Wolfpack.
Yeah. I know Riley was on fire this past weekend. They had to.
Come on, man. You know it would. Shout out to my man Louie, man. He so obviously he didn't know that they were going to pull off the upset, but he had his son in there, and his son was in there, and he's gearing up to play in his sophomore and junior years, I believe, or his senior year, and I think they got invited to see the game, man. And so for a young man, you know what I mean, to come in and see, big bad Clemson get their ass cut at home, in his home state, like that's major, man. It's major. We'll see where they go from here. I wouldn't mind playing.
Yeah, we gotta see him. I wouldn't mind seeing him either. To change gears a little bit, because we don't want to, as Joe Budden would say, make all the vaginas dry. give them a whole hour of sports talk. But so the verdict just came down for R. Kelly, which I mean, it wasn't a secret what was going to happen, what was going to go down. I mean, the writing was on the wall. It's been on the wall for about 3, 4, 5 years since those damn Surviving R. Kelly documentaries then came out. So I mean,
that's just smoking.
Yeah, we knew what was going to happen. But I mean, so as far as in him, a lot of people are, you have both two sides with everything. You have the people that's like, oh, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm still gonna listen to music. Then decide like I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Like, nah, we ain't playing that. We ain't listening over here. So where do you fall? Well, how do you see it? And I mean, can you subtract, or should we subtract the man from the music?
Well, here's what I think. I think I'll be honest and say that I still listen to his music. Right? I do, because the man made timeless music, you know what I mean? So you can't take away from him from from that standpoint, man. I get it how people are saying like his music should be canceled because it's coming out now that, and I don't know if it's fact or whatever, that some of the songs were written about the shit that he was doing to these women and shit like that. It just, you know, he said, see, the motherfucker told us he was a Pied Piper, man. I mean, if you know, if you know what the fuck the Pied Piper is, man, I mean, he fucking told us what he was, bro.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely
right. He
right.
told us what he was, bro. Right? But no, but for those who do say his music should be canceled, shit, I still hear a lot of blue suede shoes around this motherfucker because Elvis ain't canceled.
You're right. You're right. So
no, and I'm not putting him on the same level because R. Kelly did some fucked up shit. But what I'm saying is Elvis the person and Elvis's music, and we already know that he was a fucking thief when it came down to music. Like he wasn't even authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
We all know that. Well, I hope we all know that story. If not, do your homework a little bit. We won't go into it. But like, it's really like, come on, man. From that standpoint, I'm not taking up for R. Kelly, but there is a sense of double standard in this thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he deserves every fucking second that he gets. He does.
You're right.
Clear on that.
Right. Yeah. And so that was one thing I did want to highlight before people get it confused and say we over here champion R. Kelly. Nah. What he did was wrong and he deserved it. And I do think, far as in canceling him, canceling his music, because of course we can cancel him. Canceling his music, I think, is another thing because, and I'm gonna call it what it is. Musically, the man is a genius. He probably has one of the top 5 best catalogs musically ever. Probably. It's a little debatable. It's a little debatable, but you can't really like when you want to do a versus with R. Kelly, it's a lot of motherfuckers that you. It's only some people that you.
The people that can go against him are no longer with us. Let's just be honest.
Exactly.
And, so that's it.
Yeah. And none of them are of this decade or century. Like we talking about the Michael Jacksons and we talking that level. But his hands has been on so much. You're gonna have to cancel a whole lot of other people in the midst of canceling him too, musically.
Hey, man.
Because you can cancel Aaliyah's whole discography besides her last album or two.
Her last two. I think her last two. Wipe it. You gotta wipe it clean.
Yeah.
Age ain't nothing but a number. Wipe that clean.
Yeah. And it's a lot of other people. A lot of Kelly Price. Ron Isley. I mean,
not all the older the Ron Isley that people know today.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Biggs.
Wipe it clean. Mr. Biggs. Wipe it clean.
Right. And then for people to even sample the music, got him in a feature. I mean, it's a whole lot of shit. Like, so I mean, there are R. Kelly songs I enjoy. When's the last time I listened to R. Kelly? I don't know. I have no idea. Do I have a desire to? I mean, I don't know. I get in my modes where I want to listen to R&B and and rap, whatever else. So I don't know. But I think canceling his music is I'm not gonna say it's a slippery slope, but if for the people that's saying that, you gotta sit back and look and think about, okay, what am I listening to? Because I could turn on a song right now and hear a note or a R. Kelly ad lib or background. I'm like, that's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So
he wrote songs for a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, let's think about this thing now.
So on the other half of that, and once again, we're not caping for him, but is there a part of us that should look at him and be like, you know what, this man does need help because he needs help. For the shit he was doing, yes. For the shit he was doing, he whatever time he gets, like you said, he deserves every minute. He deserves. I mean, if they say life, then he should get it. But as far as in him mentally, like Someone said this the other day. The hurt people.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's documented that, I mean, you know, at a young age, he was molested, he was abused, you know, by male family members at that.
Okay. Yeah.
So go ahead.
Do I think he needs help? Do I think he needs help?
Right.
Or do I think he deserves help? Or do I think he needs help?
Either.
Either. We know it's obvious he needs help.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think he deserves help? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do. If you know, yes, he's done some inhumane things to people, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, you know, criminals and it's like you said, it is a slippery slope. And again, I don't want people to think that I am pro R. Kelly, you know, for what he did, man. But at the end of the day, if we are saying that, you know, we're going into the age of where mental health is put on the forefront, man, it goes for everybody. It goes for everybody. And I would argue that he has one of the worst cases to date. You know what I mean? Like, right. You know, documented way in the public eye anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
He does deserve. Maybe the research that they do with him or do for him or do on him could help somebody else, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's sad, the whole situation. For the victims, for him, his family, for whatever dark secrets this family has going on that still ain't out there. And hopefully that is the end of it. It's not affecting anybody else in his family to where shit like this is still happening. It's just not being talked about. But what also is sad is I think that it's more than him that had this shit going on. He's just the big name. He's the big fish. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that let this fuck shit go on. That should be paying a big heavy price.
Thanks.
The big problem is I was telling this. I said this in my group chat the other day. The big problem is when you have the status and money that he have, you're surrounded. The people that are just around you for the entourage benefits, you know, the fame, the fortune, like, you know what I'm saying? They will let you fuck shit and not really pull your coattail and be like, hey bro, like we need to talk.
Yeah, this shit ain't cut right. Yeah. Facts.
You know Facts, what I'm saying? Man. And a lot of them men and women was probably bringing him young ass girls. Hell, one of them said it, like, we used to ride by the school and get out and hey, Kelly in the car, he wanna talk to you.
That's wild, bro.
But you know what? Let's switch gears real quick. How many times has that happened when you was in high school? Grown ass men picking up your high school classmates and shit.
Grown man, like as in like R. Kelly grown, or like just out of high school grown ass men over the age of 18, out of high school grown ass men.
Yeah. Oh well, shit. Hell, some of them can be. Let's say grown man. Let's say 21 and older.
Yeah, I saw it a few times in school. Man. Straight up. You know, neighborhood. Yeah, neighborhood. You know, dope boy, whatever. Might be a little older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he picking up a 17-year-old. He 20, 21. He picking up a 17-year-old. I've seen that before.
And they might be younger than that. And me growing up in the military town, it wasn't nothing to see soldiers coming to school bringing 16-year-old girls, 17-year-old girls lunch, taking them out for lunch, bringing them back, dropping them off at school. Like, just, hey, them niggas in Bragg wasn't like, them niggas was ruthless. It wasn't nothing to see some damn private specialists or whoever come like around the school all the time. Nothing. This shit has been going on for a long time, whether it's R. Kelly and or who like that's one thing I can pride myself off is I've never, like, when I got out of high school, I didn't even look at high school girls. High school girls were nothing because them motherfuckers didn't like me when I was in high school. They was fucking with the older niggas. Anyway, I mean, a lot of us when we was juniors and seniors, they didn't want to have shit to do with us. They was, like you said, they was fucking with dope boys. They was fucking with soldiers. They was fucking with niggas that had money and cars. And, you know, we was riding around in our parents' shit or whatever else. Like, you know, so.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We weren't the topic of conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're right, man. So I wouldn't, once I got out of high school, man, I didn't, no. No. So far, the females in high school were so far off my radar when I graduated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I stepped on the North Carolina A&T, man. Shout out to Aggies, Aggie Pride. And shit changed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, whatever.
But it is, man. It's and I mean, hopefully a lot of this is changing. Also, those girls that he was actually abusing, doing that shit to their parents. It's a lot to be said about them. And I think a lot of them knew what the fuck was going on and let that shit happen just because. But another topic for another day. I'm gonna ask you this question from one of the previous episodes we had, and we can close this out. But because I heard this statement, I was actually gonna ask you this originally, but it was they said the worst thing another man can do is get in your woman. If he happens to get in your woman's ear, you know, and tell her some things to give her confidence, like that's the worst thing he can do, far as I guess for your relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That it's the worst thing to do for a narcissist.
Okay.
It's the worst thing to do to a guy that belittles his woman. It's the worst thing to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. If you're that guy, mm-hmm. the last thing you want is somebody bigging your girl up to give her the damn, give her the battery in the back to up and leave your dog ass. Of course, mm-hmm. you're gonna feel like that. But so, as far as someone,
go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah. No, go ahead. So I was gonna ask you, what if that ain't you though? What if you're like just that guy and you doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you got these niggas out here that's like, she might, let's say your girl got an old bag and the niggas like, damn, like why your man got you out here walking around with the old ass bag? Like if you was my girl,
one of them.
Yeah, if you was my girl, and so she might be naturally inclined to think like, damn, you know what, he right. I've been treating my baby Dre right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't mentioned nothing about a new bag. Like,
So you talking about Dirty Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let me bring this shit back.
Yeah, that episode. Yeah.
Okay. Dirty Mac. All right. Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, absolutely. It's Dirty Mac, and it's a ruthless game, Rich. It's a ruthless game. It is, bro. It's a ruthless game, bro. Mm-hmm. It is. It's a ruthless, heartless, gutless game. You know what I'm saying? And I think on one end, you have to look at it like, this nigga just trying to run his program, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's trying to run his program, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit to a certain degree. Like, but it just all depends on where you at with your lady, man. Are you the type that just taking care and doing everything that you are supposed to do, or what society says you're supposed to do? Mm-hmm. Upgrade bags and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you want, or if that's the picture or that's the life that you've shown your old lady, and that's not happening, then you do leave, room for the next man to say, well, damn, I see you fly, but the bag's a little dusty, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need no room for that if you on that type of time as a man. If you on that type of time, you know what I mean? But you know what I think, bro. Like if a man is running this game and a man gets, I don't give a fuck what it is. If a man's running this game and it gets through to your woman, at the end of the day, it's one of two things. It wasn't meant to be. It's one of three things. It wasn't meant to be. You're not who you think you are. And lastly, she was already out the door to begin with. She just needed a little tap on the ass.
Yeah.
Not literally. Unapologetic nation, not literally. So, you know what I'm saying? Just need a little boost.
Yeah. So the last one means that she wasn't really your girl then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Or maybe she was, but she wasn't at the time. She got that compliment, you know what I mean? Or dude started running this program and kind of pissed in your cornflakes.
Yeah, but everybody at some point in time kind of like falls in love with the idea of a fantasy or more, or just even like some regular shit. So for instance, let's say let's say you was talking with the boys, right? Yep. And you was like, damn, a nigga in a drought, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, my girl on a cycle, like, boy, nigga out here hurting, right? Let's say woman overheard you, she behind you, she was like, I mean, but damn, her mouth work. I mean, if you was my man, like, you wouldn't even have to worry about it. Your ears gonna perk up a little bit, right? Right? Yeah, excuse me. So is that the same thing? Like we kind of fall in love with the idea of
It is the same thing.
Okay.
It is the same thing, man. But you know what? The difference is in that, in the example that you use is that that woman went for the jugular, being as though, it said, I won't confirm or deny, but it said that we have two brains. Mm-hmm. So she went for one. She actually played with both of them. So she went for the jugular. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas that man, he ragged on you, and he kind of used reverse psychology because a woman's self-esteem is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how she's viewed is everything.
All right.
Right? Whether they want to admit it or not. You know what I mean? So he gets he hit her where it hurt. Mm-hmm. But that one was to that man. Fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Move this shit over here.
Right.
Twist this knob, pull this off. That's what she did.
Yeah.
She
reprogramming shit. You absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, when a dog hears some shit and them ears jump, like that's the type of shit that happens. Like, yeah.
Fucking game is not for the weak, man.
It's not. And like you said, it is a dirty game. That's why they call it Dirty Mackin, but it's a dirty game. And I try my best to stay away from them niggas, man. I try my best to stay away from them niggas, man. One more thing I'm gonna ask you, man, and is there a statute of limitations on clapping some cheeks that one of your homeboys used to fuck with? Close homeboy. We've had this conversation.
I wouldn't partake in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. I'm straight, bro.
But so if one of your homies did it, I mean, is it a statute of limitations? Like, you like, damn, nigga, you could have waited motherfucking 2-3 years. Like, we ain't fucking with each other no more. And they're like, Dre, you married, my nigga. Like, why are you worried about that?
Yeah,
but you're not married.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, so if it was, I don't know that I I have friends that'll do that, man. You know what I mean? Like maybe they will. I don't know. I doubt it, but I would like to think they
Right.
would. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So it's just, I guess it's just the caliber of niggas you rock out.
Yeah, but it'll show you who's who. Once they start that talk and start doing that shit, you be like, all right, so this nigga, like, I gotta watch what I fuck with around this nigga, because he might be looking at her a certain kind of way.
Yeah, but also too, bro, if you gotta check for your man like that, bro, he shouldn't be around anyway.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's why you gotta start. Like if he show you that pattern, if somebody show you that pattern, then you gotta take a closer look. Like, oh, all right, this nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? We all like something nice and pretty, soft skin, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, go find your own. Like, stop chasing after what I done fuck with.
Yeah, it's plenty out here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially we really fuck with each other like that, because there's gonna be a point in time where you're gonna have to bring this motherfucker around.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah,
if it's that type of time, but you know.
Right. Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you coming back on, man, and you getting the opportunity and the break. You know, I know it's a hectic schedule, you know, but you just being here means a lot, because I know what time you on. And
man.
I'm pretty sure everybody happy to see you back. I know that they be like, oh, Dre back.
Hey man, that's cool. Like, you know, I just like people have been thinking about me or whatever, and I appreciate it. You know, I've been thinking about it, and I've felt the way about, you know, not being able to, you know, to be there for the people that follow us or fans, or, you know, haven't been able to do my part, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, and I know, you know, based on some of the conversations that I've had with other people, that, you know, they really look forward to not just what I have to say, but they look forward to what you have to say. Or, you know, if Dre says this, then Reggie's going to go this way. And it's not scripted, by the way. Right. So, you know, it's not scripted. So, you know, that, like I said, that took a bit out of me, knowing that, hey, you know, people, it is people that watch faithfully, and they do, you know, I feel like, you know, when we started this thing that we set out, now we have an obligation to put out what we need to put out to folks, man. You know what I mean? Right. You never know what this thing is doing for people. That's the point I'm making. And I know it touches people. You know what I mean? So again, I appreciate it, dog, and I'm happy, and I was excited once I locked this room in, man. I was excited, dog. I was excited. I ain't know what to do with my fucking hands, man.
I mean, that's good though. Yeah. Well, I mean, once you told me you was ready to rock, I was like, all right, hey, because you asked me what time, I was like, I don't know. I honestly, I didn't even have any plans and intentions on recording today. Right. I was like, but that's why I didn't bother you either, because I know, like, when you ready, you're gonna be ready. You're gonna hit me. You know, no need to ask you or keep asking you. You know what I'm saying? You know,
so like I said, you know, you can join my talent, that motherfucker. You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do.
Right.
You know what I'm gonna
do. Just go deep. Just go. Yeah. It's gonna be out there. As soon as you turn your head, it's gonna be right there. Yeah, man. But before we go, how much so what are you enjoying about the football season so far? Both NFL and college.
Real quick, I'll say college. I'll say college. I'll say I like how wide open it is as far as the team goes. Like, I think it's anybody's. Well, obviously it's Alabama's to lose if you look at how shit is going. But at the end of the day, I like the mix up and how, you know, teams are getting better. Teams are, you know, within these conferences, the power conferences, if you will, like, teams are getting better, man. And I like it. I like head to head. It's real life. It's not onesies and twosies. Like the ACC, again, the ACC is wide open. Any Saturday in the ACC, get your ass cut. And I like that. It's about competition. I like it.
Yeah.
As far as the NFL goes, for me, I would have to say some of the younger teams or some of the younger squads, I know the Panthers, they might be the youngest team in the NFL. So I think, when you see the younger teams that are battling or, having these early games where they're like, once in a while, like what Ravens had to hit a fucking 66-yarder to beat the fucking Lions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's good early. You know what I'm saying? It's just letting people know, like, hey, listen, you're not coming to Detroit thinking you're gonna whoop upon us, dog.
Right.
And that's good. That's what so far. That's what I like, man.
Mm-hmm.
What about
you? I just like the excitement. I think and me and Smurf talked about this a little while ago. It's football. There are a lot of good games. Every Sunday night game has been come down to a final possession. Every Sunday night game. Yeah.
Has changed this Sunday, but
every Sunday night game has came down to a final possession. And a lot of the games before that have kind of been like that. Like the like you said, the Baltimore game. Most of the game, a lot of the good games are like that. So I think that's I like it. We ain't seeing nobody really getting blown out. Even the Tampa Bay Dallas game came down to a final drive. Tom Brady. So I like that. College, like you said, we know who the cream of the crop is. But outside of that, the other teams that you look at, it's not a lot of, okay, this team is going to run away, because Alabama's not going to run away with the SEC. Georgia got something to say. Whether Georgia beat them or not, Georgia got something to say. Georgia going to be there. Ole Miss is going to give them, I think Ole Miss is going to give them a little tough time, maybe for a half.
I think so.
Might go longer, but like you said, the ACC is not wide open. Anybody could come out the ACC. The Big Ten, because Iowa's there. Ohio State's already lost. Michigan is, we'll see.
Michigan State beat the shit out of Miami.
Right.
They beat the dog shit out of Miami. So
so we'll see. Only thing that's really, to me, that ain't open is the Pac-12. I think Oregon's gonna run away with that.
I think they are too.
Oregon going. What we got? The Big 12. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight.
I think. You think so? I don't think anybody's gonna get with Oklahoma, man.
Okay, Oklahoma. They almost stepped on their dick this past week.
Yeah. Right. And I think that's the worst that we will see them play this year.
Okay. All right.
That's what I think.
It could be.
So
yeah. But man. Just to close it out, man. Hey, everybody, like, share, subscribe. Dre, you got anything you want to say to everybody, man, before we close?
Again, man. Again, man. Shout out to the home team, man. Shout out to Unapologetic Nation. Shout out to you, big dog. I missed you, man. I missed the platform, bro. I said it again. Shout out to my babies, man. And as always, mental health is real, man. We may not know everything there is to know about mental health, but we know a little bit about a little bit. And the things that we don't know, before you do something to harm yourself or harm others, please tap in, whether it be on our individual IGs or the Unapologetic DM in the IG, man. And we'll get you the help that we need, man. Other than that, dog, I give up.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hey, y'all, appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in for another episode and just being here with us, man. Once again, I didn't get to say it a whole lot during that time, but we appreciate y'all for the year. That means a lot, man. It means a lot. We appreciate y'all for the year. We are in year 2. We still rolling. We not going nowhere. Like I just said, like, share, subscribe, and all comments are welcome. Whether you dislike the show or like it, let us know. Let us know what we can improve and add in. But as always, Reg, the Prime Minister, Dre the Nomad, we are unapologetic and unfiltered. We are out of here. Catch y'all next week.
Take it easy.
Peace.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.